Cek shot dulu.
Let's fly.
Ina coy. Yang Feng.
Miss, are those antlers on your head?
Aku punya tanduk.
Wow, they look just like deer antlers. I bet they are.
Aduh anjir. Hujan lagi. Ya Allah. Iya langsung pulang dari sini cok.
Rev the engine.
Oke, selamat datang di panel Kleponkliwonyt akun quest selanjutnya.
Wow, they look just like deer antlers. I bet they are. Just like us Frost Moon Scions. Yeah, Our Lady Moon Chanter, Miss Lauma, also has a pair of really...
I don't fully understand what's going on, but I'm quite sure my horns and hers aren't the same thing.
I know. Miss Lauma's horns go up.
Apakah
yours
kamu
go
juga
down.
pendoa?
Wow. Are you also a moon chanter, Miss?
Moon chanter? Well, I don't think I am. Moon chanter? That's a foreign term to me. I think Granny once mentioned an adeptus who is related to the moon. Oh, no, wait. Granny told me not to tell outsiders about adepti. So, what should I say to these kids?
Iya, close up dan peng nih coy. Cek. Hujan.
But your horns are just as pretty as hers.
Iya, kita lihat close upnya tanduknya, dia kayak nyatu sama rambutnya aja.
Miss, can you talk to animals like Miss?
Enggak.
Oh, hey, my savior's here. Hey, traveler, over here.
Dia ngapain?
Let's skip that first. I need you to save me right now. If these kids keep asking me questions, I won't be able to hide my identity.
Ina, Kari, it's good to be welcoming to our guests.
Iya, ini
Many
datang.
questions you may come up
Bingung
with
kan dia soalnya.
Miss Lama. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, Longhorn.
Wush, gila. Katanya kenceng banget coy.
It's just that we've never seen someone from outside the Scions with.
All right. Come, Ina, Kari. You two should go home. I saw your parents.
Yo, kasihan mereka masa-masa bertumbuh, harusnya biarkan mereka bertanya. Anak baik.
They're searching. No, we're dead meat. Daddy's going to scold me. Bye, Miss Lama, and bye, Longhorned Miss.
Longhorn Miss.
Thanks for your help, Lauma.
Ya cuma ditanya doang.
I should have stayed in the library to search for information like...
No need to blame yourself, Yanfei. The children are merely curious beyond their years and unaccustomed to seeing outsiders with horns.
Miss Worldwide
I
ini.
apologize on their behalf. It's fortunate that the Finches came to tell me you were surrounded by Ina and Kari. It seems my arrival proved time.
It's all right. I should have known better.
That we are. Yanfei came to visit us Frost Moon Scions 2 days ago, saying that she wished to gather some reading materials. Since she came to study, I invited her to stay.
Lauma's been a big help. I've gleaned lots of valuable information from the Scion's library. Maybe even stuff that'll give Shinobu a surprise.
You're too kind, Yanfei. You were merely browsing our archives, and although I do not understand these borders of law you mentioned, as long as your time here has proven fruitful, then all is well.
The borders of law are essentially... On second thought,
Situ itu.
it's not the
Patah
sort of
lagi
thing
dia.
where a short explanation will suffice. Once the book's done, we'll just send you a few copies. It should be clear once you read it. It's a universal law book that should be concise, engaging,
Universitas aku
informative,
cuma
and easy to
kemarin
understand.
dengar Huda
Cover legal
ya
concepts
Huda
as well as
ngomong
regulations present in many
universitas.
nations.
Is that so? Well, then I look forward to reading your work, Yanfei.
I promise it'll be interesting. I guess I should head back to the library and continue my transcribing for now.
Udah, lah dia pergi lagi coy.
I hope our Adeptus finds what she's looking for. She told me everything on her first visit. I must admit, seeing an Adeptus with horns fills me with a sense of... I listened to her many stories of Liyue's Adepti, and in exchange I granted her access to our
Yan
library.
cewek pembaik sih.
In that, she has thus far proved most rule-abiding. A praiseworthy virtue, I must say. Is that so? Well, that's wonderful. She did mention a certain white horse Adeptus, if memory serves. Our books do chronicle a divine envoy who once dwelled on the moon. Now, do not concern yourself, but now that we have broached the subject, far apart though Liyue and Nodcry might be, both have always bathed in the moonlight. I pray that the people of Liyue may all...
Aduh, bencet. Yuk lanjut ke sini aja. Sebenarnya masih lapar. Wah, petikan gua keras banget ya. Ini kalau gua misalnya pakai speaker juga nanti berasa gitu. Kita ke markas. Itu ada musuh cir cepat. Gak sengaja, Cok.
Oh, do you think the others are making good progress? Hope it's all going smoothly. Oh, hey, look! They made it.
Ayo berdua.
Prince, Lama!
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up, so they won't be joining us for now.
Oke.
I ran into Miss Inefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flintz.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for. Fighting alone can get quite tedious,
Ini
but I
dia.
had the good fortune to run into a pair of
Wih, anjir, ini dia.
We meet again. How have you been?
Bibin, wah, si Albadut.
Albedo! What are you doing here?
That would be a natural assumption to make.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. When they told me they were Servarka's colleagues, it all made sense. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths, it's no wonder you're already acquainted.
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Mana dia?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
Tanda tanyanya 4, jir. Halo, ini dia. Newborn Dragon.
A gentleman of few words, I see. And a rather stern countenance.
It's nice to meet you. Again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec!
Mini Durin.
You're Mini Durin!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Kan udah gede.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really...
Wow! You look so different. In a good way, of course. It's great to see you looking so healthy.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you
Kau masih
Paimon
mini.
as a sign of my
Dari-
great respect for you.
Ini balasannya apa, Con? Lucunya.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now.
Oh, dia ini.
I'm going to get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her as your esteemed guide.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable.
Wih,
They can't help
dia
themselves.
Paimon lagi nggak terlalu baperan.
You're absolutely right, Miss Lama. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relations.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Columbina, leave with you?
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if you stopped for a cup of tea.
Uh-oh. People are talking about me.
Halo, ini dia.
Negative.
Alikino.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back.
Oh, dia mau balik.
I'll be meeting Zendrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss.
Oh, akhirnya.
It's been a pleasure, everyone. But this is where I'll say goodbye.
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
I understand. Well, bye for now, Harlequino.
Iya, ada dia.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come on in and see for yourself.
Oh, ini pas lagi ngetok pintu. Aku suka lihat. Woi, sini.
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in. Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague too?
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
Hehehe, bookkeeper.
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler.
Teman-teman.
Not exactly colleagues, more sort of friends.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
Iya dong. Hehehe. Kalau Paimon udah tahu.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important. Paimon's guessing you've heard about the wild hunt then.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the wild hunt is our mutual enemy, would that earn me
Mutual.
a seat at the table?
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Mr. Dainsleif, there's a seat with you, though I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
Si Albedo buat bos.
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs. I've missed this.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Kurang gede gak sih suara in-game?
Good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole lives without getting the hang of it.
Astaga. Kenapa dia
I wonder what's
berair?
taking Nefer so.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what's taking her so long?
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods confidential. Under such circumstances, would it not be tactless for me to impose?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
Tio.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter. Besides, you have far more in common with her than I do.
All right then.
Mau dijemput.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you can be selective with your own.
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true...
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before... Feel free to chat amongst
Time to
yourselves.
kill, anjay.
We'll get down to business once the other two arrive.
Kalau dia di sini, Cok. Mana si ini sendiri nih? Lone Wolf.
Is there something you'd like to say?
Yeah! For starters, why'd you just show up here without even giving us a heads up?
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's hardly out of character
Iya dong.
for me.
Iya juga.
You do have a point there. Oh yeah, you'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Want to tag along with us?
Bisa
You
gitu, Cok.
never know.
Sure.
Right.
Wih, dia lagi kepen gak nolak.
And in return, we can get Dainslift to be our very own personal...
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help.
Dia kenceng.
Oh, okay then. I was only kidding, but good to know. Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as well watch...
Indeed.
Ah, itu aja, Tata. Bang cicetnya nggak terlalu... Ini dulu ya. Masih bisa lagi.
Is there something...
Oh, ini ngulang doang.
Sure.
Biasa berubah ya, anjir. Dari quest-quest sebelumnya. Dia memang terkenalnya Lone Wolf, anjir.
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with...
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring every...
I don't doubt that. I've only ever met two Ratniki. One
Iluka.
being you, and the other being that young guy, Eatlua.
Eatlua is a good apple. I'll give him that.
Good apple.
He's kind, honest, and regularly delivers supplies to my lighthouse. A true Ratnik to the core.
So you're what? A fake Ratnik? That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Come on, why the awkward...
Sorry. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. You've known all along, haven't you, my friend? Now, that was an awkward silence.
Let's just keep this between ourselves. Probably best if Eloa doesn't
banget,
know,
Cok.
huh?
That goes without saying.
Iya,
Gotta be careful what you share with
bapak-bapak
youngsters
udah
after all.
berbicara. Ya.
Anyone else in the know? Let me guess. The Traveler and Paimon?
It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself, I swear, your secret's safe with me.
When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barbados were practically best buds. In the light of that claim, do you really expect me to take your oath seriously?
Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbados, all right?
Fair enough then.
Lucu banget, Cok.
Nothing like a bit of
Ini kayak
mutual leverage
bapak-bapak
to feel the bonds of friendship.
ngopi di warung pinggir jalan, anjir. Kaget kok. Oh iya, satu lagi ya. Hihi, halo.
Emerge right now.
Ini
Right
unik
here.
nih.
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker?
Much obliged.
Have either of you ever had your portrait painted? If not,
Oh
I'd be
iya,
glad to help.
baru ketemu ya.
That sounds like a lovely idea. You know how to paint then?
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter. Tables, chairs, people, dragons, you name it.
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance, I'd like to give it a try myself.
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway, how about you, Durin? What sort of portrait would...
Oh, whatever style feels...
Very well. Then I'll play it by ear.
You can replicate any style I will...
I can try, if you show me a sample.
Thank you. In that case, I'll dig up some reference material for you.
Ya. Dijemput bener. Mukanya sebel nih.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the curatorium to watch over things while I...
So much for just this once.
Not so loud! We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly decides...
Did you say something, Mr. Var?
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flint?
Must have been a frog.
Jelek banget, Cok.
They get so noisy around here.
Bener.
It's like they're putting on a
Ini di atas
concert in
air.
the background.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be speaking before so many distinguished colleagues and collaborators. First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nodcry. Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, an intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rarer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress. Over here, we have Mr. Flintz, a ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, he courageously distracted the Wild Hunt to buy time for the rest. For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. By his side is a new face for us all, myself included, Mr. Durin. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I
Capek
could
ya.
possibly hope to list out. so I'll
Kenain
stay
orang
on
kayak
down.
gitu, Cok.
And Paimon, the
Paimon.
ultimate
Paimon
companion,
di-mention
quite
loh.
possibly the best guide in all of Tevat.
Wow! That's a lot of people!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way. So, congratulations on the booming business.
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is? Who's looking for me now?
That would be me, Miss.
Guys.
I have a commission for you.
Kira.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence about the Recher of Solnari.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Yo.
Colleen, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
Okay.
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Recher of Solnari's real name
Dia kenal kan? Dia bukan dia kenal, dia tahu kan dari
was once
Nerawang, Nerawang. Dari main bola kristal tuh.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer to investigate Rerir's background.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends? What am I missing here? Surely you already know how he became one of the 5 sinners.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the 5 sinners. I remember it all like I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The 5 sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria apart in the process. The visionary, Vedifenir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise,
Ini jelasin akhirnya nih.
who sought limitless
5
knowledge.
sinner. Pedophone kan nama dia tuh.
Gold, Rhine-daughter, who desired to create life. The foul, Surtologi, who pursued supreme strength. And last, but not least, Raker of Solnari, Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the 5, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions. So what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty.
Eclipse Dynasty.
One day, my elder
Manifestor
brother,
King.
the visionary, Vedifenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together, we set a night to storm the palace and free Ved.
Di serbo coy. Dia kayak makar gitu jir.
Centuries on, the memories of that night still haunt me like a never-ending nightmare. We broke through the palace gates, just like we had planned. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedifenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this, Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just an ordinary man, working for the Conrian Intelligence Service. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about him. Enough, I hope, to help you plan your next move.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy.
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks. Besides, isn't that
Terang pula.
bright enough already?
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking, I'll make sure to...
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif. Let's speak in private once the meeting is over.
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
Jagular bicara.
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an ongoing process. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one,
Pemahaman yang
my
bagus.
rejection cannot be undone. So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place, but even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Ray here of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture of heartfelt gratitude.
Kutar.
Defeating the Ray here of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength slowly recovers, we'll also need to gather more intel.
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? And what's he really? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my wish to burden you. But right now, relying on your skills is our only option.
So you're placing all your hopes on me.
We can't thank you enough
Ish,
for agreeing
gila
to
ya.
help us. Honestly, I can
Berat
hardly
punggung si
believe how
Nefer.
lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Mimik ya.
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend I'm not here.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the
Oh? And what makes you so sure of
Mesti
that?
berantem, Cok.
What if I suddenly decide that my
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so well.
Iya lah.
Like two peas in a
Berantem
pod.
mulu, Cok.
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something. Unlike you, I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on my shoulders.
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says more about me than you. But the fact is, I also trust you. And that's because I know that you're someone we can count
Oh,
on.
strike shock. Bound generous. Tadi aja PT banyak tuh.
Anyway, we've got our plan, so let's get Mr. Dainsliff, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if you've nothing else planned, I'd like you to come with.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have far more luck getting Lauma to convince Miss Nefer than trying to do it myself.
Hebat ya Lauma ini.
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the
Anime apa coba tuh? Anime apa sih yang rapet-rapet tuh? Coba gue kurang ini sih. Kurang banyak nonton anime kecuali Dragon Ball.
Why? You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is how long it's taken you to realize.
Wih, oke ya. Bla 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 bla. Oke. Bla 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 mengumpulkan samper. Anjir, anime slime, I see. Ya Allah nih. Gitu aja coy. Ayo kita bicara dengan never say never, anjay. Tok tok.
Show them. Come on out.
Thank you for waiting.
Mana si Dance dan Salep nih?
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainslet get a room
Oh
in the
bener
hotel.
lagi.
That's very considerate. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rarier's past, and you seem fairly familiar.
Kita sudah kenal sama
with the
Dede sejak
already.
1,4.
We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time, it was your choice.
It was your
That's
choice.
one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through. All right.
Katanya punya Never dapat power gratis bang tiap minggu.
Rarier's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now,
Gue punya apa namanya tuh?
on your travels, so you're surely well aware
Itu
of
gue
how
punya Lauma
dangerous it can
dapat
be.
Primo tiap minggu, tiap hari malah. Oh bilang apa anda? Hidungnya mana Jir? Lupa dibuat kayaknya tuh.
The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together, and once inside, I will focus on searching for information.
Begitu.
Think of this
Masuk ini lagi deh.
as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times. We will discuss our observations after the ceremony. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution
Aimon.
are advised not to partake in the ceremony.
Gua menang Play Store.
In any case,
Iya, katanya menang deh. Hebat kan?
which requires staying in.
Iya, memang satu yang cukup sukses sih gamenya itu. Lagunya rame amat orang happy.
Good luck, everyone. Sounds like all Paimon can do is crouch.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rarier's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside.
Oh,
In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team.
wah,
That's pretty much the most
Paimon
important job in the crew.
dikasih punggung coy.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard? Yeah, that makes sense. Alright.
Gua game rasis bang, katanya warna kulitnya cuma satu macam. Nggak peduli gua rasis apa enggak, yang penting main.
good. Please take a seat. We'll get started momentarily.
Yang penting main. Nggak peduli kulit apa kayak.
So, did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarier
Yeah.
kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked me to uncover what those secrets were all the same.
But surely you're not planning to go through with this, no matter the cost.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse?
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety concerns, we're good.
Gue
We'll do
kenceng kan,
whatever
sorry.
we can to help you.
You're such a killjoy.
All right, I'm good to go.
All set over here, too. Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
All right. Let your whole body relax.
Sus.
We're about to begin.
Sis ko.
Close your eyes.
Bah. Never? Say never.
Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves,
Kantor.
paperwork, files.
Di kantor zaman batu, coy.
According to Dainsliff, Warrior used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's plenty of top secret intel stashed away in this room. Is this where you keep your secrets, Warrior? Can't say I'm not looking forward to this.
Wis, ini dia. Dia bisa nyerang sekarang. This. Oke. Turun. Ih, tendang. Ich. Oh. Ini alternate lari, Jir. Nah. Nah. Seru ya dia pakai kaki, Jir.
He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
Wih.
Today's files are in. Time to
Wih,
read through them.
Februari, coy. Dokumen. Wih, ini sudah masuk. Selalu semuanya seperti biasa.
Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant.
Oh, Crimson Moon.
Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized.
Wish. Push.
Should be archived under purged targets.
Ini mata-mata ini. Wih, Februari, coy.
Female.
For you, for you.
Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized.
Wish, keren, coy.
Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter.
Oh.
Never mind. What's it got to do with me? Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Neutralized on...
Wish.
Just another nobody for the archive. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past. Huh. He barely even
Ini bocah.
female.
Wih, masih kecil coy.
Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant.
X.
Has been observed to make neutralized on... Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever. She doesn't seem to be anyone important. Female,
Anjir,
15.
13.
Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact neutralized on...
Buset. Sedih ya, anak sekecil gitu harus mati cok.
Male, 11.
Umurnya jadi makin kecil anjir.
Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has not been observed making any contact with other descendants. Neutralized and...
10 tahun.
Male.
6 anjir.
Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon
Oke, makin kecil ya. Nanti ada umur 3 tahun nanti ancaman. Wih, ada
That's not how it is.
ih, ngeri coy. Genosida ini genosida anjir. Jatuhnya.
No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty.
Eclipse
The
Dynasty.
only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats.
Anjir.
Perfectly
Genosida
legitimate
coy
line
ini.
of work. Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts.
Cari foto
It
phone.
looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed. A box containing a ring. Must be for his girl. Bookshelves full of documents. Looks like these are all files. The Crimson Moon Dynasty preceded the eclipse. Since Rerir worked as a secret agent during... Yep.
Ya genosida
What
cok.
is it? A file tucked inside a folder. The title reads, Dear Breakfast Shop Owner.
Oh, breakfast shop. Literally sarapan.
It's a list of names, but at this stage I have... Wonder what kind of encryption technique... Aha!
Please, hear me out. I can't shake this feeling that someone's been spying on our house. No, I'm not being paranoid. It's true. I saw someone dressed in all black. It was a couple of days back, but that was on another street, not near my house. I swear.
There's a note in the margin. Surveillance
Con
of the
foto.
their residence has concluded. We apprehended the target. Could the voice in the recording belong to one of Rerir's targets?
Toko sarapan. Beda deh. Cermin. Cincin.
Mr. Vedifalnir? It's been quite some time since we last met.
Hey, Vedifalnir.
Revier, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain...
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
Dane.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such. It's a wish, isn't it?
No fooling a prophet, is there?
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came looking for me.
Does it feel good? Knowing how the future will unfold.
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, it can be all too easy to succumb to fear and melancholy. You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject. And the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. For both our sakes,
Jadi sebenarnya mungkin
such words are
Toildis sama mungkin teori kasarnya Vedifalnir merasa kalau si Rerir sama si Toildis nih nggak akan pernah nikah, Jir.
The burden of prophecy was never meant for your shoulders.
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than any...
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant more terrible than the most vicious of dragons.
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me...
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling down. Very well then, let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness.
Anjir.
If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Dadah, bener kan?
There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis? Guess I better tread carefully.
Kan masih ada peluang kalau kecil sebenarnya. Dia makan kata-katanya Vedifalnir nggak sih?
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his name is Rerir. And he claims... What did... Cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner.
Why are you telling?
Simple. It's because I want you to kill him. You are the only person he would never suspect.
No, absolutely not.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last.
Wah.
Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
Genosida.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets over and over again? Or why we refuse to give up on restoring the dynasty? The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A
petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne?
Camkan.
Mark my words. Sooner or later, Conria will fall. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
The Rehir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rerir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. Is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see.
Kayak kata gue kemarin aja, kalau misalnya kita nggak jujur sama orang, ada orang lain lagi yang bakal jujur sama orang anjir.
Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy.
Maka pilihannya
nothing stays hidden forever.
Si A bohong sama si B. Pilihannya A, menyembunyikan deh gini. A nyembunyiin sesuatu dari B. Jadi pilihannya A mau jujur langsung ke B atau A tetap nyembunyiin tapi yang bakal ngasih tahu tuh si C ke B. Itu pilihannya itu aja.
But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold.
Nggak enak. Bohong tuh nggak enak,
I'll do
sumpah.
everything in my power to protect what I cannot afford to lose. No matter who I have to face.
Shush. Ish. Balik ke kantor. Kantornya mana, Cok?
Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Impact.
People at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out. Deli? Oh. They're talking about us people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten I used to run a deli. People of no consequence always vanish so easily. And no one even remembers them.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be. So many have died already, and they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day.
Yeah.
We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just
Oh iya, benar.
blood? Felindis, are you even listening?
Sorry, Freether. My mind was off wandering. I heard you though. You're talking about what Rerir said.
Ini story my kisah, siya dong.
He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very...
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, my eyes are perfectly ordinary.
Iya ya. Kita ini bagian cerita yang ini bagian Archon Quest yang kita bisa apa tahu bentuknya genosida seperti apa aja. Gak bentuk sih. Ya cerita genosida itu seperti apa ini sih. Ya, kalau di kisah nyata nih ada nah, itu paling terkenal Hitler itu udah paling deket sih. Pembantaian kaum Yahudi.
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now,
Ini terinspirasi dari beliau
don't let
kali ya.
anyone find you, anyone at all. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too.
For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like we've never met.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time together, surely he wouldn't lay
I won't speak in his defense, nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do everything I can to put in. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad
Zaman dulu udah ada uang ya.
change.
Aduh, itu sensitif banget sih, tapi iya sih. Palestina
You
nih.
call that change? But what about you?
Aku nggak yakin kalau Palestina tuh genosida nggak sih? Itu lebih ke pembantaian massal. Beda. Aku konteksnya beda sih. Mass killing sama genocide. Genocide itu udah ras, udah bener-bener ras kan. Kan ini kan ras Jameson Moon tuh.
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in.
Sarah
But you
ya.
can't go anywhere right now. Please think about yourself for once.
Ish. Pergi ke ruang pelatihan. Oh, ada
Another day, another round of assassination training.
latihan membunuh lagi. Serem juga sih.
Be on this hidden passageway. Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags?
But not everyone is accustomed to
Ayo.
others like prey. You've been a hunter for so long now. You seem to have forgotten that most people.
Kamu kawan jadi dulu kita gaji sampit. Iya. Genocide tuh ras.
Leave me alone.
Ya beda istilah aja sih. Genocide tuh mass killing tapi menyangkut sara kan. Ruang pelatihan. Jir, mulai latihan. Oh, what should I do? Oh, aku jadi Rere ceritanya, Cok.
Then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. Frame won't sense a thing.
I doubt that. I'll bet no one's ever done a quiet death at your hands.
I work clean. No traces.
Mana sih?
Can I be free?
That doesn't make it open.
Sekarang aja memang masih menunjukkan kamu. Apa strategi gue berpikiran?
That won't happen.
He's changed. Ever
Mister King ini apalah ini?
take out a handful of it.
The ones I've been with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
Can I be free?
It all adds up.
Wih, sesukan latihan. Karena dia tidak percaya kamu. Bisa ceram coy. Cukup. Wih, jadi anak-anak coy. Ngeri juga. Bisa kabut hitam. Ada dua nih. Kanan kiri, kanan dulu deh.
Delindis, do you still remember Orlok?
Orlok.
Orlok.
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke for quite a while.
Yes, what about it?
Mati.
Was arrested 2 days ago. Chances are he's already dead. I just don't get it.
After everything he's done, why do you still stand by it? Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep dying?
No, that's not...
I need to go now, Thelindis. They're looking for us.
Hati-hati.
If you ever need a place to hide, come find us.
Ush. Tapi dari review anthologies pas kita lawan Riri tadi tuh dia sayang banget sama dia, sumpah.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... The situation within is proving more problematic than anticipated. No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even a glimmer of hope? Things are getting worse by the day. But... if all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later it'll be mine, but... Could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
Iya kah? Masa sih?
No more lies. Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary.
Oh, ini gue jadi Riri.
You want to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever.
Oh, dingin coy.
That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on.
Oh enggak. Buka.
If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we?
Ish. Buka.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them, just like, I don't get tired of it. It's my
Ini juga
job.
pekerjaan. Sih,
Not only
ini
am I lucky to
pekerjaan.
do it, I'm good at it too. Huh. Wait. Thelindis? No. No! Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. I see it now. You've been living in the shadows just like me. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice.
Ini dia.
Even
The
imagining
truth
my friends
is-
would back me up. But in the end, Finster King!
Ya, Pinsu
How
lah.
far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down
Wih,
here
akhirnya dia
is
bertanya,
dead?
coy.
No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
Wih. Tunggu. Ces. Pergi ke koridor. Aja. Apa nih? Ada waktunya politis ketemu sama
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was here. But if you let
Oh,
me
dia baik
go,
banget tuh waktu itu.
you won't be able to complete your mission, will you?
Good point. In that case, maybe you should stay.
No, please! I just want to see the outside.
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word.
Oh, dia ketangkap.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. Go, now. But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon if you do.
Okay, lepasin.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifilnir. What are you trying to do? Break me down?
Oh, dia tahu dia ke Vedifilnir.
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rere, or you risk losing everything.
Oh, aja.
Not abandon Thalindis.
And you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing.
Dia kasih opsi lagi.
Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedifilnir. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. What's his game? Tell me then. What will this moment of opportunity look? And no answer. Ghost. Always disturbing me when I'm on edge, but never answering when I need him.
So, the Eclipse Dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. And it seems like it was all connected to the Vinster King's research. The King's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of Rerir's life was so unstable. And it looks like this Thalindis, Rerir's would-be fiancée, herself belonged to a It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way, they might have gone on deceiving each other for the rest of their lives. And why does Vedifilnir, Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? This guy kept more secrets than I ever imagined. The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only ever see the parts they're willing. Time for something a bit more creative.
Oh.
We've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines.
Mau ke Vedifilnir.
The rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction. Part simulation, part reasoning. But it's usually pretty accurate. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rerir has...
Fighting. Ada catur.
Rerir, are you there?
Rerir. Wih, ini ada mainan coy. Oh, oke. Oh, tadi nge-lag doang ternyata.
Hey, Rerir! Come out, it's urgent.
Dane? What's wrong?
Jadi catur, anjir.
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once...
Okay. I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the Universe.
All right then, but make it quick.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before.
Ini nge-lag apa gimana, Cok? Ini kayaknya lucu juga ya.
Well, this is a nice change.
Hey,
Even
no
all at
tip.
this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
Don't be ridiculous. We
Ya,
do
si
not fear the
gurunya
dark.
kiri.
Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Sir Delogi only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see you're missing an arm and a leg. Surely
Dear.
only a fair fight
Oh.
could explain that.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible. Assuming I have your full support.
Lunatic.
Lunatic.
Robtiteer. What brings you here?
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king. And I can assure you he affords me no greater
Well, the Universitas Magistrum
Universitas?
fawning over you.
Ikaw ngomong
Certainly some of the
Universitas.
rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself. So drop the... You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum. The chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment.
Hector.
And by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Vice President Veet doesn't even try to hide his envy.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as
Oh,
simple
bener
as
lagi.
that.
Sukses tuh.
Were the
Kecerdas dan
king not such
luck.
an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a seat. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task. And as for Efterveet, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
You must be Rarir.
Yes. Mana ya?
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little
It's my brother, Vedafenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words
Oh, yang dicongkel
that he was
matanya.
blinded in both eyes and thrown in prison.
Vedafenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Heroptity. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day
Iya
to
lagi.
anyone paying attention.
Dariusnya Octopus Traveler, Cok.
I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
Dan nada bicara mereka nih seolah tenang banget, Cok.
And also because you're slimy. Vetifonir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary?
Kebintangan bukan syarat utama. Yang kuat anjir.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion? Dane, what are you planning? Rescue Vetifonir, I assume.
No.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the...
You've been planning this for a while.
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vetifonir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vetifonir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted.
Dari dokter hati kagak.
That is deeply troubling.
Bah, kalau lu lihatnya gitu, iya bisa lah. Dokter hati, yo. Bentuknya gitu sih. Ini cepat dance lab, cok. Dan salap yang kita kenal.
The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get... You have noble ambitions, Dane. But I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thalindis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson
Sang arama kecil apa nggak ada sama sekali? Cek. Main satu lagi, coy. Sekarang ada musuhnya.
This black fog over the board must have some connection to Thalindis. But why is it taking this form? Does it have something to do with Radiant's past? Another mystery I'll need.
Oh, oke. Coba lebih gede aja ya. Musuh di depan. Cus. Oh. Ah. Oh gila. Mati. Oh, tapi cuma maju ini. Cut.
Author Thalindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origin has something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a
menggantungkan harapan pada satu kekuatan adalah tindakan fisiko.
understood as this. as well as making ourselves
Itu yang paling penting tuh, menggantungkan harapan pada satu kekuatan. Itu kayak misalnya tapi ini benar, kenapa orang yang pekerjaannya lebih dari satu itu biasanya paling bertahan gitu. Jadi misalnya dia pegawai itu kan satu kekuatan. Kalau dia streaming YouTube nyambi namanya, itu kan 2 kekuatan. Terus ya gitulah pokoknya. Contoh aja sini. Udah pegawai kantor streaming YouTube, terus habis itu sambil nyambi ngafe tuh tiga kekuatan. Ini hanya contoh aja sih.
I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see
masih penasaran kapan dia mati, Cok.
If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My imagination is endlessly fueled by questions.
Cek. Kita suruh mundur, coy. Walah. Oh. Mati. Oh, kadang-kadang ada jebakan gitu, Cok. Jadi kayak lu harus jalan lain. Mati dong gua. Sore, nitip lang. Okay. Thank you so much.
This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city.
Jangan lupa share kritik dan saran.
Belindis, did you?
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did.
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to run some errands for the king.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe.
Yeah, lagi.
Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Itu dalam ketakutan, coy.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe,
udah kelar eventnya, kagak. Besok aja sih, sekalian.
A red moon.
A red moon?
Apa nanti malam?
Our moon.
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
Dapat nih, hari ini sama besok Full Genshin.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. It's light, the color of blood.
Gue ini
Will
dulu
become
selesai.
like a fire that flows in our veins, no matter how long it takes.
Gimana ini? Cing. Wah, masih main catur coy. Mana kita? Jeng. Oh, kita nerobos raja ini kayaknya. Nol. Kocak. Oh, kalau aku sebi banget berarti. Cus. 3. Habis dong. Nah, ini pipet. Kan? Mati. Terus habisnya apa? Anjir, jebakan lagi, cok. Cus. Juga ini. Habis itu nggak bisa.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsworth, what are you? Is this treason?
Pakai acara ngobrol dulu, cok.
You know what happens to those who betray.
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhine Daughter will disarm this. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedifalnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
Apa namanya tuh? Kalau mau perang tuh apa namanya? Lupa gue. Genje. Tuh kalau zero anjir. Zangsing. Kita masih. Cus. Wah gila. Panjang banget caturnya coy. What the fuck? Mati. Lah buset. Oh, skip gitu ya. Mati ah. Masuk ke sini kayaknya. Ish. Black banget, cok. Mau ngasih dia mati ya, cok. Sip.
This place is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vettelfnir.
It's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria will surely fall.
Aku nggak tahu sih orang protes gak sih? Kenapa Boyo tidak membuat model dan modelnya Five Sinner ini jadi bidak catur sih? Pasti ada yang protes sih. Ya.
Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away.
Aku juga ngerasa kayak wah. Sayang banget nih Hoyo nih, tapi adalah gimana lagi?
Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive my curtness, Vettelfnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future.
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. If I storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in...
I sense hatred in you. But also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, in a whole new story. There are many men of honor in this world, Rerir. But you
What the
are
fuck?
not one of them.
Bisa-bisanya, cok.
You're not here for justice, are you? You're here for yourself. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vedafilnir. At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future?
Hey.
With your beloved?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age.
Maju pion
Tell me,
satu.
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately, fate does not negotiate. That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved by your sacrifice.
That can't be. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek more. You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why? Why are you doing all this?
My voice. In your head. So, you hear it too. The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different.
You and I.
Vedafilnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life. As if he'd discovered some monument.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Felindus shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against it. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless,
Ayo, tapi lepas.
I will hold you to you.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
Universitas? Oh no!
What is this?
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Whatever Vedafilnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose.
Ayo. Wah. Bentar, tunggu. Tiba-tiba gue jadi full screen ini OBS anjing. Woi, tar dulu. Astaga, ini apa ini?
Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind.
Kata YouTube sangat baik. Wih, never 5 nih.
Magistrorum. Out of my way!
Can't hide the truth. Emerge, right now.
Rest and rebuild!
No more lies.
The Universitas. That reminds me of a rumor I once heard. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace, but if they were ever going to activate...
Help! Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me! I can't!
That sounded like an explosion. So what other means does the king have at his... Given its a major center of abyss research, anyone over the
betul tapi kuat
will be in
sih.
grave danger. I have to hurry.
Open fire! Knock them down.
Aduh.
Allow me!
Burn it down!
Wish.
Can't hide the truth. Time to conclude.
Astaga, ayo. Ini masalah dari dua sisi, dari UFO gue sama dari komputer juga.
Emerge, right now, right here.
Tuh, anjir. Covenant of the Deep. Ada critnya anjir.
Rest and rebuild!
Pyroclastic surge! The deception ends here.
Let's move out.
Uang darah pembunuh raja penagih utang anjir.
No more lies.
Foto ada guna-guna dikit tuh.
Light it up.
Allow me!
It all adds up. Seek within. Can't hide the truth. Time to conclude.
Emerge, right here, right now.
Burn it down. Locked on.
Torindis, tidak Torindis.
Monsters! At the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now? Oh no! They're coming! It's no use, the table won't hold up. Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded. I'm done for. Is anyone there? Ah! Stay back!
Hey, it's me. Wih, ini dia.
What's that?
Red Rear! So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave.
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried.
Oh iya, jadinya
And I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay. Because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Felindus? No, don't do it! Felindus! Felindus!
Begitu ternyata coy.
I told you, Rarier. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No, I won't do it. I have to save her.
By what means exactly?
By any means.
Lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Alah.
Do you know a way? Tell me.
Tahu dia nggak dikasih tahu caranya.
Rarier, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Oh alah. Ini yang pengkhianatan dan slap. Ush. Jadi Riri yang sekarang deh.
Rarier. Rarier.
Rarier.
Felindus.
Were you daydreaming?
Ini ya lu gak sih?
You still remember, Rarier? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
Dipisah lagi coy. Walah. Wajah jadi mumi kan sekarang. Sentuh pipinya gitu coy. Ish, jadi debu coy. Itu semalam yang dimaksud.
I will find you. And then you can give me your answer.
Not you too. Terus nasib Mr. King.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. Time to get back. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy.
Oh, kayak gitu ya.
Cruel as it may be. Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
Dan gak ada yang tepuk tangan. Aku juga enggak sih.
She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarier's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal
Luffy.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone. But they did give us a clear glimpse into his life. However, I would not consider Rarier to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe...
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nodcry in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time.
Okay.
Cool. So, can you fill me in on...
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first club.
Forgive my curiosity, but...
Ya, dia yang nanya
She
anjir.
says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring the tea,
Is that right? If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policy. In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in their chairs, enjoying a leisurely cup of tea. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves. Oh no.
What happened?
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Oh.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry? What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside.
Hallucinated? But...
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Has anything like this...
Only once. It was the first time I used the
Is there any similarity between what happened?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent.
Is there anything
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning, you're not feeling lazy?
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to find our way out of here.
Boss, it's fine.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you,
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile as you? God forbid anything ever happens to you.
Oh, okay.
Wis, buka.
Well, anyway,
I was thinking of, I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a, even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense. You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious. But anyway, I got your backs.
Don't I have the best employees? Jealous much?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon.
Oh, Lauma. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are?
Selain cantik,
Beauty runs from the
kamu
tips
juga
of your
punya
antlers
imajinasi.
to the depths of your imagination. Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chess pieces. You have my word that I will get us all out of here.
Yuh, saya foto. Katanya the efek baru nge-buff di Master Rama. Ada. Tapi nanti kayak gimana aku belum tahu. Nanti aku harus lihat nanti di patch selanjutnya deh. Dan itu cuma beberapa doang.
This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign.
Wih, siapa kau?
I wasn't expecting visitors at this
Etenu.
There you are. Sinue's been looking for you all day.
Oh yeah? What were you doing
Yo,
just now, Uncle Reggie?
never muda.
Putting away some more loose change? I know I saw some Mora.
What do you mean loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for this.
Apepi. Apipi.
Hey,
Apipi.
mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently?
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apepi?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next fest.
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Retinue says my dad's looking for me.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal cords.
Pile of stones. Got it.
Apa? Oh, di sini weh. Ayah.
Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd
NPC.
gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no time to be. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back.
Oh.
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in. You wouldn't be spending all your time out searching.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading
Chief.
us out of hardship and
Aku
poverty.
pilih je.
Not to bet you know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now. Squeezed into these hovels. No one would choose this. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back. They gave me some contacts in return for my assistance in the desert.
So you're the academia's helper now?
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partnership. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us. and the fastest way to progress.
So, do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day, I swear I'm gonna lead us out of this place.
Uy, lama pa ini. Aku request nih. Lanjut menjajah. Badanku mulai agak lemes sih. Nanti habis sesi ini selesai kita udahan dulu deh. Terus istirahat kayaknya.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us. Well, you've got
Balas
some
itu.
cheese.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or
Oh,
both.
ini
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the academia. They said it was all news to you're a liar
Whoosh.
and a cheat.
ayah.
I heard Yehoda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dwellers' weapons of choice. There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quick. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one makes it to you safely. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well. Praise the gods. The well of the Eob tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but you told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the academia's decision and prevent them from retaliating. This is an emergency. Please send help as
Kirim
soon as
bantuan.
possible.
Darurat,
This letter
darurat.
never got sent.
Oh,
The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over
bukan Aru ya.
water.
Ada desa lagi ternyata. Sumeru emang luas banget.
Ah, officer. Welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
Kesini deh. Haru Village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
Oh, di Mahamata.
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer.
Telinganya.
The academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our God. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place.
I don't recognize her. New arrival?
She showed up here a few days ago and we took her in. She's a really bright kid.
So, where are you
Nowhere special. Just a sand dune.
What about the rest of...
Just the one.
It's only you?
Correct.
So, no brothers? No...
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have no family.
I'll get over here. Sign your name on the form. Rather fair skin for a
Wey,
desert dweller.
kulit mo cukup putih. Wey. Dia langsung ke Sarah, coy. Masuk ke ruangan tak diketahui. Ini, gue kaget tiba-tiba lari, coy. Lemes, boy. Aduh. Terus masuk akademi ya ini. Bicara dengan pembimbing. Sorry.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued.
Tahu mana?
Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions. I wanted to get your perspective.
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you really think I'm a weak student?
Never harusnya lebih muda lagi daripada model yang ini sih. Ini dia pakai aja karena ya memang nggak ada model lain.
A weak student? Goodness no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind.
I think what you're saying is a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are, and I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions. What's the other one?
I wanted to check. If someone sent me a letter to the academia, where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote to you. As long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it right to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collects it.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there. Probably whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to...
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly, I feel like I failed you. I'm supposed to be your teacher, but I haven't taught you anything.
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are the rules. You're not allowed to teach students like me. It's not just the academia either. The whole world
Akademia dulu ya.
the successful and leaves the losers to suffer and die.
Bisa kami. Segundo dia hanya menguati orang yang sukses dan yang lemah dibiarkan menderita sebelum mati. That's horrible but true.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful.
Sumpah badan gue lemes. Okay.
This must be it. Let's take a look.
Weh, dia melakukan pekerjaan yang seperti carrier, coy.
A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a core of 30 representative. What a strange thought. This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient didn't care. Who was it addressed to? I don't recognize the... This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. The title is Changes Observed in Such... Guided by the incense, we became lost somewhere in the forest. In clinical terms, these symptoms fit the description of incense poisoning. The Immorta Darshan strictly prohibits the use of hallucinogens. For example, my neighbor who always breaks out into song and dance after using... This seems like something the academia would want to know about. Why wasn't it collected? Wait, what's this written on the back? The note says, the sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return address was This next one is addressed to
Azar.
Grand Sage Azar. A few words of protest regarding recent In recent years, the academia has taken on a small number of students from the desert region. However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with educational opportunities that are, in any meaningful sense, equal to those enjoyed by their peers, as well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring. They do not even have full access to the Akasha system. Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation whose founding virtues are knowledge and wisdom. I ask you, is the lip service we pay to the policy of education for desert as Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative. But
ini akademia dulu kan sebelum diubah Tabibito.
Everyone else in this. I do hope you will give some serious attention to this. Great letter. It didn't get to where it needed. And the sender is... Huh?
Oh, Cyrus nih, yang main story sign oke.
I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad students like me. So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamod end up? Nice one, Grand Sage. Really enlightened leadership. Whatever. This isn't what I came here for. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. But I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. Must have been years since someone last went. I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sent. Wait.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinue.
Ini dia.
Chief of the Shinti
Nemu dia.
tribe. I was the one who came to you and your colleagues. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety. And in my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business. And I therefore see you all as friends. You were kind enough to leave your contact details, so we could stay in touch. The Shimti tribe lives a harsh nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador of the academia. This brings me to my reason for writing. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago. The Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. While we trace our ancestors to Tulatula, we worship the Lord of Flowers and have had... I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. I would like to take you up on that offer, because I really need your help. I wonder if you could send an academia representative to meet with me. The last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting students from the desert, and I told you a little about my daughter, Nefer. We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited. Would you consider enrolling my daughter at the academia?
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. I doubt they even remember the name Sinuhe. And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with such conviction, like you were the most powerful chief in the whole desert. You liar. You lied about everything.
Kayak ini aja, bener-bener
and delivered on none of it.
pemerintah bikin bottom.
And who fell for it?
Plus 62.
Just me, by the looks of it. Which makes you a pathetic liar. I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's
Marah
done.
dia coy. Kata Yun.
It all adds up.
Masuk perang ya. Mungkin harinya sama aja ya. Oh,
I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything.
Never? You packed your...
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head back and deal.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to
Dia
do.
meninggalkan
and I
akademia.
can't wait. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has hallucinogenic effects.
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting me have it?
Kata
You
Yun.
said it's a rare...
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this plant. It's not worth much. Keep it. It's fine.
But never...
All right. That's all from me. You take care.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah. I'll
Kata
remember
Yun.
you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find
Tapi biar-
in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly.
Orangnya nggak jauh kan? Oke, guys, kita udah dulu nih. Terima kasih udah mampir pada kompok itu. Nanti malam masih ada lagi nih. Mudah-mudahan. Aku lemes banget, guys. Harus istirahat. Gimana nih? Jadi coy. Ya wis, thanks for watching. Kita mudah-mudahan lama-lama, tapi aku nggak pengen momen deh. Karena aku nggak janji kayaknya. Oke, thanks for watching. Sampai jumpa di video selanjutnya.